All right, look at this scenario for
Yes.
instance. I mean, you're also a communication consultant.
Yes.
The way some read it,
Yes.
the way it comes across,
Yes.
you know, people see actions, they interpret actions differently.
Yes.
If now, just as the NBA says,
Yes.
that acting on the recommendation of the NJC or the NJC going about that at all,
Yes.
all by itself on one hand is wrong because it comes across to people that anybody could take laws into their hands. If a matter is in court, what you need to do is to let the process see itself through before you take your actions. Because if you take an action while that matter is pending, what you've done is you've invalidated that process. You're saying that I don't care what happens there. It doesn't matter what happens there. And people who are watching could say, that's a precedent. I need to follow that. And that's rule of force rather than law.
I can tell you that there have been opportunities, that an ordinary fellow who do not have respect for the rule of law, who was, for example, when President Bello Jonathan was vice president, and there's this issue with our late president, may so rest in peace, Yar'Adua. There were, for other people, it's an opportunity to catch on it, but he patiently waited for the rule of law. In this case, that's what I mean by source credibility. Who is this mounting the question of rule of law? Did he have any evidence to show that in time past, it can be, his word can be taken for real? That in time past, they have demonstrated that yes, when it comes to rule of law, and even when it comes to my personal interest, I can subjugate my personal interest for the national interest, even in tandem with the rule of law. That point is why I say that even in this case, I do not think, or I strongly believe that the president could not have acted otherwise. Because I've told you that yes, in the constitution provide that yes, it can give back to the appointment of these people. But the constitution, to the true letter, didn't say it can do otherwise.
If I get
Now,
you here, you're saying if we look at the past,
yes,
going by what the president has done so far, he's always been someone who adheres to the rule of law.
yes.
So, and you say this is another issue about the rule of law, so we
Yes.
shouldn't expect anything otherwise.
That he has acted conscientiously. And remember, in the 7th schedule, in his oath of office, he said he will be fair to all manners of men. Now let's put it this way. The CJN and the Court of Appeal President, let's regard them as all manners of men. Every argument that the lawyers have positioned is that, save for the last contributor, who feel that the two of them will have been dispensed with, he feels that, the president should have acted otherwise. But the president kept and hold that he will be fair to all manners of men.
Okay.
That is what is the 7th schedule.
All right.
And in this case, the two of them are all manners of men. And I insist that look at this letter. There is no instruction. There is nothing in black and white there.
Okay.
That say in the event that the president felt that the procedure or whatever has been sent from the NJC is not proper in his own judgment,
Yeah.
he should decline
All right, look at
refuse
this.
to be the intendment
We'll get
which
the
has
point.
used as a conduit to achieve this purpose.
Okay.
There's nothing like that in black and white.
Could you look at this also
Yes.
and juxtapose your argument with this?
Yes.
It says in 238 sub 3,
Yes.
a person shall not be qualified to hold the office of a justice of the Court of Appeal unless he is qualified to practice as a legal practitioner in Nigeria and has been so qualified for a period of not less than 12 years.
Yes.
Hypothetically now, if the NJC were to make a recommendation to the President which falls short of this portion,
Yes.
are you saying the President cannot reject it?
Well, I believe that, you see, we should understand how the executive functions. Even in the civil service, there are certain things you, as the boss, who wish, let's say, for the award of contract or for appointments, you could have a preference for a particular person. But if within the process, within the system, that person you have preference for have been badmouthed by recommendation, or the company have been there have been a negative recommendation about that person, and the file comes to your table and said, Honorable Minister, or Your Excellency, you may find cause to approve. You will be undoing yourself in future probe. If you now go back and look at those ones you have vested interest or that you have preference for, who have been recommended not worthy for the job or for the contract, and then put them forward. If there is probe, you will be indicted. Some of these things do happen, even at high level. At the president level.
You haven't
there are
quite
institutions, You see, let's get at one point.
Sorry, Mr. Ojomo.
There's no individual. Let me make this point, please. It's very fundamental. There is no individual that can become superior to the institution that produces it.